What does a daily sales ecosystem really look like in 2025? That's what I want to talk to you about in this video. So, if you're a coach, course creator, nonfiction author, listen up because this is for you. We are going to dive into the full daily sales ecosystem. So, if you haven't watched the previous videos, I do go through the different phases, which is grow, nurture, and sell. So those videos are up on your screen right now. You can go and check them out. But in this video, I'm going to pull everything together. So the first phase is the growth phase or grow phase. And that is typically where we are growing our audience, growing our offers. Now, it will depend on where you are in your business as to how you go about doing that. And we'll talk about that in a second. Then once you've kind of got a good system in place to bring people into your world every single day, and you have an easy yes offer suite created, then we are moving into the nurture phase. Now, we spend a lot of time in the nurture phase. It's also the unsexy phase, if you want to put it that way. But without the nurture phase, the rest of the daily sales ecosystem just kind of falls flat because at the end of the day, if you are not providing value to your audience, then they aren't going to buy from you. So the grow, nurture, sell phases all make up the daily sales ecosystem. And this is how you create a business that is sustainable, that is flexible, and ultimately removes the feast and famine cycle. So we definitely want to be in the nurture phase, and this is something that you will do every single day. In fact, my daily cash flow checklist has a grow, nurture, sell activity that happens every day, because without these three core pieces, then you won't make daily sales, because you always need to be growing your audience. You always need to be refining or adding offers to your offer suite. Nurturing, we always want to be talking to our ready to buy customers. And selling is how we make daily sales. So, in the selling phase, this is all about figuring out what selling looks like for you with the premise of present the opportunity for people to buy from you every single day, right? That's the whole point of the selling phase. Now, all of these phases interconnect, right? It's not that you're doing one exclusively of the other, but there are some foundational pieces that we want to set up. So I'm going to switch to sharing my screen and I'm going to walk you through the entire daily sales ecosystem in visual format, because if you're anything like me, you need to see how it kind of all lays out. And we're also going to talk about systems, because at the end of the day, we also want to put as much automation into this process as possible so that you can simply show up and do your grow, nurture, sell daily activities, and everything else just takes care of itself. I'm going to switch my screens right now. Okay, lovelies, this is the daily sales ecosystem, and I'm just going to walk you through from kind of start to ongoing, because at the end of the day, there is no real finish line when we're running an online business. And it's really important to understand all the different components. So, this daily sales ecosystem is essentially what I create for my Grow, Nurture, Sell collective coaching clients, right? So, this is the entire process that we do. And it starts out with creating my custom plan. So I use human design, but not everybody is on the human design bandwagon, which is totally fine. So when people come into Grow, Nurture, Sell Collective, the very first thing that we do is jump on a 30-minute strategy call where we're going to talk about what are all the things that you want to do in the next 90 days. And specifically, where are your gaps from the grow, nurture, sell phases, right? What does that actually look like? And then if the human design component is something that somebody wants to consider, then we layer that in and I will review someone's human design chart. Now, typically, I will do the human design chart review asynchronous, which means that I just do a Loom video and I go through someone's human design chart from a business perspective, because the 30-minute strategy call is meant to be very much directed at let's figure out all the different components. So you can do this for yourself. You can literally sit down and go, okay, if I'm going to create my own custom plan, I just need to think about what the grow, nurture, sell components are that I need to do for my own business. So then the next kind of component is the grow phase, right? So we want to figure out how we're going to grow our email list and how we're going to build out our offer suite. So, to help people do that, these are the trainings that I offer. So, when someone comes into Grow, Nurture, Sell, the very first thing that we do as we're doing this custom plan is pick the trainings that they need. So, they don't need access to all the things, they just need specific things. So, these are the few different options. And then there are a couple of advanced options here. And these are things that I do individually. So if someone is in the Grow, Nurture, Sell collective, they will get a discount into these two group programs because they are run live. Otherwise, everything else is predominantly self-study. So if someone is looking to grow their audience using collaborations, so that could be summits, that could be podcast guesting, that could be a newsletter swap, it could be a joint venture collaboration, bundles, anything like that. That's what Collaborate and Convert is all about. Leads on Autopilot is for you if you just want to pay money to grow your email list on autopilot. You don't want to do anything else. And that is based on lead generation ads. Love, love, love that part of the process. Then we're talking about getting more traffic to your website. Then we're also going to talk about getting paid to create. So this not only builds your email list, but it also builds your offer suite at the same time. Repurpose to publish book is for those of you who want to take the content that you already have and turn it into a physical and digital ebook. So that whole process. And then the easy earnings training is really all about creating different offers based off the same topic. So you can create multiple things. So you'll find 12 different offers that you can create in a weekend inside that. The next part of the process is the nurture phase. Now, as I said, we spend the most amount of time here because this is the part of the process that is the most important. Once you've got people coming into your world every single day, and once you've kind of got an offer suite that you're tweaking and refining, the nurture phase is the most important piece of this because that's where know, like, and trust happens, all in the nurture phase. So in this phase, we are talking about things like your messaging. We're talking about setting up your welcome email experience. We're making sure that you know how to use storytelling, right? Authentic storytelling to connect with your audience. Discoverable content system is all about using your long form content platforms, so blog, YouTube channel, podcast, to nurture and bring people into your world. So it will also grow your email list and sell your offers on autopilot. So it's an organic strategy and it combines really well with the get more traffic training over in the grow phase. And then the nurture and sell framework is all about how to use those stories that you capture and do all of those things to then turn around and also sell. So that's the nurture phase, and that's something that you just do on an ongoing basis. And then the other part of this is the sell phase. Now, this is where, you can set up all the things, and we do a lot of automation, a lot of evergreen stuff. So Beyond Social Selling Bootcamp, that is taught live, and that is all about setting up your evergreen email automations, funnels, all the things. The Make Sales Everyday Workshop series is a pared down version that will walk you through how to promote every single month. The Income Amplifiers training is all about how to make more money at the time of sales. So that's using order bumps, upsells, downsales, those types of things. Then the Launch Plan Vault, if you are someone who really likes to launch, there are 3 simple to follow launch plans inside that. And then Simple Sales Pages, if you're ever struggling to write your sales pages, then this is what that is all about. So that's the grow, nurture, sell phase, all of the things that go into the daily sales ecosystem. And then finally, there are systems because we want to systematize as much as we can, automate as much as we can. So this is all about figuring out what that's going to look like for you. So Human Design for Business Bootcamp, the reason why I put that there is because ultimately you knowing how you're designed to operate in a way that is just simple, easy, and fun is what will help you figure out what the systems are for you based on your profile, your personality, all of those things. AI Your Business is all about how to take AI and use it to basically clone yourself, create a whole army of people to support you, all based on AI. So that is something that you are going to love. The 90-day planning framework is how I plan out everything. So that whole 90-day process is all about making sure that you're not overloading yourself. And then finally, the productive path is all about getting stuff done, right? Literally going, okay, I'm struggling with a whole bunch of stuff. Let me plug in the productive path and get stuff done. So this is what the daily sales ecosystem is all about. And if that's something that you're ready to implement, then you can go and check out the Grow Nurture Sell Collective, details below. And otherwise, I want you to sit down and map this out for yourself. What are the different pieces that you want to sit down and map out? This is where you can literally use AI to help you. You can say, ask your favorite AI tool. I want to create a custom plan that includes how I'm going to grow my audience and build out my offer suite, how I'm going to nurture that audience, and then how I'm going to sell to that audience every single day. Then you can ask it to create a whole bunch of systems for you and you will be good to go. But hopefully this entire video series has helped you really understand what a daily sales ecosystem looks like for you. And the video that is coming up on your screen right now is going to help you implement some of these components. I'll see you in that video.